What's up, guys? The Iceman here on this Saturday morning. Pretty chilly day out here in Hartford, Connecticut. I got a long night ahead of me at work. Probably work till like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, I got some various topics to talk about in this video. And first off, I did a video recently about, you know, trying to keep Facebook and YouTube sort of like a little bit separated. I mean, yeah, you have YouTube friends on Facebook, but I just sort of asked in a very nice way, please don't put your YouTube videos on my timeline. And I guess I upset a few people because they unsubscribed me. Um, and that to me is a little immature. But anyway, I don't really care that they did that. The point got across, and there's no longer those issues. Facebook is a social network, but it's a different type of social network, which, you have family and you have, former friends that you went to school with, and they're spread out through the United States and whatnot. And they have nothing to do with YouTube. So I try to keep YouTube, as far as videos go, separated from Facebook. YouTube is YouTube. If you're subscribed or I'm subscribed to you, when you put up a video, I'm going to see it when I go on YouTube, and we go from there. But to be a little immature and whatnot and get all ticked off and unsubscribe, so be it. No big loss. I mean, it is what it is, and that's how it is. Um, a couple other things too. You know, with YouTube, we have our comment section and we have our likes and dislikes section, and it's gotten now to the point, as I've been watching as of late. I just got done watching a Boston fan video about where he puts WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor as far as in place and whatnot. And I noticed that all the dislikes on that video. Obviously, it's somebody trolling um, to they have something against him or whatnot. You know, it, the likes or dislikes. I guess you can't say they don't bother you because deep down they probably do. But when you put up a pretty good video like Boston Fan did, and you get all that dislike, you got to learn not to let it bother you. For the simple fact is, that video, realistically, on a normal day would not get that kind of dislikes, and it's just somebody trying to prove a point, or they have a vendetta against you or whatnot. So my my advice to Chris, Boston Fan 79V1, just ignore it. Um, it'll pass. It's just somebody trying to get to you, and if you do talk about it, obviously they know they made their point, and so I'm talking about it. Um, but anyway, the video didn't deserve the dislikes it got, and because it was a damn good video, and it inspired me to do this video basically. And it's about TNA and the WWE and where they stand. And, you know, the WWE has been around for a very, very long time. It was the old WWF, then the WWF, and then the WWE. It's been around for many, many years. TNA has been around since 2002. It's got an 11-year run. I thought in the middle of the 2000s, TNA put together a better product than they are doing now. But I will say this, with the departure of Hulk Hogan and with Dixie Carter coming out on a weekly basis, it has sort of changed the whole outlook of TNA, and I like it. And I don't care if anybody doesn't like that I like it. I like it. I like wrestling. I I just like watching different types of wrestling. TNA has its own identity. Now, you can't compare TNA to the WWE. And my phone is ringing, and it's probably just another stupid ad, like always. So I'll just ignore that. I apologize for that. Um, you can't compare to TNA to the WWE just for the simple fact is they're totally two different promotions. And like I said, the WWE has been around for years. They've had years of experience. Vince McMahon has built this promotion into $1 billion business, and he has the funds, he has the resources to do so. Um, Now, if you want to compare TNA with Ring of Honor, yes, because those two promotions are, similar in a lot of ways. Uh, but yeah, there's no comparison. TNA has its own identity from the WWE, and there really has been no other promotion really that could have competed with the WWE except for WCW back when they were around in the 90s. And you got to understand this too. WCW was originally NWA. It was a Crockett promotion from down south, um, and they put their heart and soul into that promotion, and they made it what it was back at that time. And then, of course, Ted Turner ended up taking over, um, and it was okay for the beginning when he first owned it, but after a while, Turner didn't care, you know. So, but anyway, WCW has been really the only promotion that could compete with the WWE, and if you look at both of their backgrounds, they were around for a very, very long time. So you cannot put TNA into that same bracket because they've only been around 11 years. Now, with this being said, there are a lot of people out there that are WWE fans, and I get this, that they trash TNA on a weekly basis, but I will say this. Most of these guys that trash TNA don't even watch the show. They'll read the results and they'll act like they watch it and they base their opinion on that. And, to me, if you don't watch the show, don't have an opinion. Because really nobody really cares what your opinion is if you haven't watched the show. Now, I watch the show whenever I can. I missed it this Thursday, but I watched it yesterday. And I thought the show was pretty darn good. And I gave my review and opinions about the show. Now, as far as Bound for Glory went, I watched that as well. It was disappointing to me. I gave you exactly how I felt about that pay-per-view. I told you it was disappointing. I was honest with everything that I said about TNA, and I always have been, and I always will be. But for people just to trash it just for the sake of trashing it because they love the WWE, we don't need it. We really don't need it. To me, you're nothing but a troll when you do that. I mean, watch the show, and if you honestly didn't like it, say you watched it, say you didn't like it, and tell us why you didn't like it. Everybody will respect that, a lot more than just someone saying the show sucked, you know, because who's to say you watched it or not? But yeah, you can't put TNA or Ring of Honor in comparison with the WWE. The WWE is just way too big. The resources are way too much more than TNA could ever think of. Um, it would be nice if we did have a promotion that could compete with the WWE like WCW did back in the middle to the late 90s. But uh, as for now, there's nothing out there. Vince McMahon is very safe. He's very comfortable. But yet, I give him a lot of credit because he is on the headset every Monday night on Raw. And if he's got something he wants Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, or JBL to say, he tells them through his headset, and they go out and do it. Because Vince McMahon is the man behind the scenes. He is the man that created the new look of the WWE since he took over from his dad. Um, as far as that goes, Vince McMahon is a genius. Now, as far as TNA goes, um, I think the storyline of Dixie coming out um, and doing what she's done is great. Because you got to understand this. AJ Styles was dormant for such a long time. He did absolutely nothing in TNA. So with Dixie Carter coming back and being against AJ Styles and doing what she did. Look at all the attention she brought to AJ. AJ got the fans back. He won all the fans back that were just like, they didn't care. But now they do care. And you got to give all that credit in the world to Dixie Carter for doing what she did. And now AJ is back on top of the world. Now they have a storyline that's going on right now where AJ is taken off. A lot of people say it sort of copies what the WWE has done. Just forget about all that. This is TNA. It doesn't matter what they do in comparison to what the WWE did, because the WWE did the same things when WCW was on top of the world. Vince would pull anything out of the hat to try to get the ratings higher. So don't fault TNA for what they do. I'm loving TNA right now. Yes, I was disappointed in Bound for Glory. I thought there was higher expectations of it. But the show, as far as Impact Wrestling goes, for the last 2 months plus, has been very fun to watch. And again, if you don't like the show, don't watch it. But if you don't watch it, don't trash it, because you really don't have a right to an opinion if you haven't seen what they've done. So that's all I got to say this Saturday morning. Enjoy Hell in a Cell tomorrow. A lot of people think it's not going to be all that great. I, for one, on paper, say it's going to be a great pay-per-view. It could be one of the better ones of the year. I think there's going to be a lot of twists to it. There's going to be a very lot of surprises. Maybe not the way I would like them to be, but in any event, I'm there to watch. It's entertainment, and, just because the show doesn't go the way I want it to, I'm not going to trash it. I have an open-minded opinion, and that's what everybody here on YouTube should do as well, for the WWE, for TNA, and also for Ring of Honor. And Chris, thank you for that video, just for the simple fact you inspired me to do this video. And I think we've both done that to each other plenty of times in the past, given each other ideas, and it's worked out well. And you know something? That's what YouTube is all about, and that's what's having friendships with people here on YouTube, what it brings to you. It brings to you new ideas and being open-minded, and it makes it all worthwhile. So peace out, everybody. Enjoy your Saturday, and enjoy Hell in a Cell tomorrow. This is the Iceman. Have a great night.